How we doing, everybody? Today is lower day, or tonight is, I guess I should say, because it's 9:30 right now, and I'm drinking an energy drink. So this is really stupid on my part, because this pretty much means I'm not going to get any good quality sleep tonight, but I really, again, just like the last video, I don't care. We're going to have fun, and that's all that matters. But I don't have to do anything in the morning, so I'll just sleep really long if I need to catch up on those hours, but yep, it's lower day. And I'm pretty excited. This is, I did some RDLs the other day for the first time since my shoulder injury has happened, because for some reason the RDLs really irritated my shoulder for the longest time. And the fact that I was able to successfully do them with no pain a few days ago, I was really happy about it. But at the same time, my hamstrings have not done those in a very long time. So they're cooked. They're beyond cooked right now. So I don't know how much hamstring work we're going to do today. Man, this energy drink got me going right now, I'm not going to lie. But I don't know how much hamstring work we're going to do. We might do some curls, hamstring curls, but I don't think we're going to do any RDLs. Just because, I don't know, I don't think I can handle them right now. So it's going to be more so a quad-focused leg day, which is fine because I think my quads need a little more work than my hamstrings do. I think I'm a little hamstring dominant when it comes to my leg strength. I'm trying to drink this sooner than later so I can get the caffeine out of my system sooner than later, you know what I mean? So, let me just finish this real quick. That's a good flavor though. Blue Slush Alani. Alani makes some of the best tasting energy drinks, I will say. I don't drink too many energy drinks nowadays, but those Alanis are really freaking good. Okay, what's on the agenda for today? So I'm going to give a general layout of how I think the night's going to go, but you can't hold me to it because things are bound to change. They always do. But I'm thinking for our first movement, our compound movement, we're going to do some leg press tonight. It just sounds like it's the best thing, but if for some reason I change my mind, we might do some hack squat, but we're leaning more towards the leg press tonight. Then after that, we're gonna do some hip thrusts, which are something I don't really do. I haven't done those in weeks, but I'm like, hey, let's just do them tonight. Why not? Because they're really good for your glutes. So this is really gonna be a quad and glute focused day, which is weird because a lot of people combine hamstrings and glutes in the same workout, but not usually quads and glutes because that's just a weird little combo. But we're gonna do it today. So the leg press, hip thrusts. And then we're going to do single leg extensions, which I've been really enjoying lately because the machine, I can easily full stack it for 2-leg. And there's not really a way to gym pin it with my gym pin, at least, because it's too long and it'll start hitting the seat. So I can't actually use a gym pin on that machine. So we're forced to use single leg on those, which is fine. It's going to take me a while to max that one out. And then we're going to do, I think the next thing we're going to do is adductors upstairs. And then we're going to finalize the workout with calves, which we're doing some seated calf raises, which really have been growing my calves a lot recently. But that's going to be pretty much the main layout of today's workout. 5 different exercises. So a decent amount of volume, but I'm not going to, dwell on any of the exercises for too long. We're going to keep a decent pace going, probably 2 sets, really heavy, both of those sets per exercise, and then we're going to move on. But like I said, I'm really excited, and another piece of information I gotta tell you guys is I think we're gonna use the mic tonight. And because the past few videos I've been doing voiceovers because I've been like, oh, I'm a little nervous to go in the gym and start talking to the camera because this is a new gym for me. But I think it's time to, overcome my social anxiety a little bit and just full send it, because what's the worst that can happen? Someone just looks at me, someone judges me, who cares? I really don't care people's opinions like that. And I say that, but really deep down, I still do, and that's the problem. But I'm just gonna fake it until I make it. Their opinions, and if they judge me, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just here to do what I need to do, and that's it. I'm not gonna let the fear of someone else judging me stop me from whatever I want to do. That would be so stupid when you really think about it. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to freaking full send it. But here's the thing. They play music pretty decently loud in that gym. So we're going to have to find a way to negate that with the mic. So I'm going to mess around with the mic before I start recording to see if it works well. Worst comes to worst, I'm just going to get copyrighted. I don't really care. But you guys have to let me know if you like voiceovers more or if you like the live mic during the workout more, because I'm not opposed to either. But I mean, it's probably, I just hope this music isn't going to interfere with the mic quality. That's all I'm worried about. But I'm really excited for tonight's workout. I'm going to be plenty energized, no doubt. Instead of all this yapping, let's just go ahead and get to the gym. And yeah, let's have a great workout tonight, and I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, first working set. Hamstrings are definitely still screwed from the RDLs, so I don't know about how much hamstrings we're gonna do. But we're taking our first set for 6 plates. And we'll probably go up to 7. 6, 7, no. But yeah, we'll probably, let me move this a little bit. We'll probably go up to 7 plates after this if this feels pretty good. And we'll probably do 2 working sets here, and then we'll move over to hip thrust, see how those go. But a little heavy. Stick to 5 reps. If we want to go up in weight, I'll stick 5. All right, 6 plates was a lot heavier than I anticipated, to be honest with you. But I'm really focusing on getting full range of motion and getting some good reps. You know, quality over quantity in my eyes. But we're still doing 7 to see how it goes. I really need to invest in some knee sleeves because I think that's holding me back a good amount. And also I get some crazy knee pain the harder I push on these, but whatever, just gonna ignore it. All right, I gotta do this set, but I did turn it down a little bit because I felt like the mic was a little too, like, bass boosted. So, a little quieter now. We'll see if that's any better. Holy shit. I know I didn't actually fail, but that was practically failure in my eyes. Holy shit. Holy CNS fatigue. That was a crazy set. Okay. Honestly, it's been so long since I've done a hip thrust. We're kind of just gonna experiment with this weight and see how it feels. And I'm basically out of room to add on any more plates. So either I'm gonna have to get the hundreds out, which is a whole lot of fatigue loading that and unloading that. So I don't know, I'd rather not go that route. Or if I wanna do another plate, I take like a band and I tie it on there, which I think honestly I might do that. If this is pretty ridiculously light like I think it's gonna be, we'll get the band out, go that route. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's see how this actually feels first. I'm gonna have to use my slides on these so I don't slip and slide around. I don't know about this one. There's no traction on these. Oh, we'll try it. Why not? Let's try it. Dang, I should have brought better shoes for this if I knew I was gonna be actually doing hip thrusts. Oh yeah, we'll need to go up. Okay, well, I'm not sure how that happened. So, I'm out of breath, not because I just did a set, but because I loaded 200s on either side. The reason I went this route instead of doing the bands, like I said,
is because I think 45-pound plates, when I'm moving it like that, they're always gonna fall off. They're just too light. So when they're 100s, way more stable on this bar, I don't think they're gonna fall off. And I can load a lot more. This is 2 plates and a 10 in just one of these. So this is technically 4 plates and a 20 add-on on either side. And I think this is gonna be plenty heavy for me, so we're gonna stay here. And I'm not gonna count that first set I did as a set, honestly. I'll probably throw it in the video just because it was funny that the plate flew off, but we're gonna do 2 sets with this weight, and then we're gonna go back there to do some single leg extensions. Man, I have a headache still from that leg press set. That really killed me, that last one. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap. My sore hamstrings are feeling it for sure. Last set on here, thank God. Can't do these anymore. These fucking suck, actually. But no, they're definitely needed. You know, as guys, I think there's a stigma behind men doing hip thrusts. But we need to get that. We need to get caked up too, bro. Like, man. People too scared, bro. We gotta grow some ass. That's crazy to say in a public server. No, but we're gonna do one more set here. Go back there, like I said, do some single leg extensions. I just gonna catch my breath. Also, I forgot to say, I'm representing Pros Gym. Got it from Randy the GOAT, the owner. He hooked me up with some merch, and I live in this thing pretty much. I freaking love this crew neck. So shout out to Randy, shout out Pros Gym. Best gym in Jackson. Oh fuck. Oh man. Why does this keep happening, guys? They don't want me to progressive overload here. They're like, no, cut that out. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to continue on? Hold on. There's so much work. So little reward. This ain't even fucking time enough. All right. I do notice it puts an abnormal amount of pressure. What the fuck am I talking about? It puts a lot of pressure on like the muscles in your hips and waist. It's like, holy crap, it low-key hurts like a bitch. But, gotta get through it, bro. One more set and then we can move the fuck on off these hip thrusts, man. I'm not enjoying this one. This is probably the least favorite movement of the day. But usually, the ones you hate the most are the ones you gotta work on the most. And this is the perfect time to do these. There's nobody else in the gym yet. I can't go to true failure on these because there's no way I'd be able to re-rack it. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm done with these, bro. All that effort just for that little set. We'll do 2 sets here, single leg. I haven't warmed up on these or anything. I might just see how 80s feels, roughly the half of the stack. And you would think, okay, well, if I could do the whole stack for reps on here with 2 legs, I should be able to do half the stack with 1 leg. And that's not simply true, because there's a lot more stabilization when you isolate the joint. You do isolateral movements. You're putting all of that weight and all of that stabilization onto a single joint. And it gets way more challenging. It's way more challenging. So we'll see if I can do 80, which is half the stack. But if I can't, I know I can do 70s, but I always want to see, since I'm already warmed up, I might as well start with a heavier weight and avoid excess fatigue. But so far, this has been a good workout. Besides hip thrusts pissing me off a little bit. Holy cortisol spike. I might have to go out to the car and get my water. Maybe after these, we'll see. I'll do one set of these really quick. Oh. Holy crap. Oh. Holy shit. Holy crap. I don't even know how many reps I did at the last count. That's my biggest problem with doing isolateral movements. I always lose count of reps. Alright, since we started with the left leg last time, this is our final set here. We're going to start with the right leg, make sure everything's balanced out. Because obviously, you know, when you're fresh or fresher, whatever leg you start with or whatever joint you start with, you're always going to have a little more power behind that one. And when you move to the other side, whether you like it or not, you're going to be a little drained no matter how long of a rest period you take. So, to try to negate that and balance things out a little more, we're just going to swap legs. Do right first, then left. Nearly 7, a little under. Yeah, that's all she wrote for quads, bro. Holy shit. Okay, I just went and got my water out the car. I had to go up some stairs to get out there. Dude, my legs are cooked. But we're gonna do a plate and a 35. I already warmed up on these. We're probably gonna take this for 2 to 3 sets, maybe 3, just because calves are a weaker muscle on mine. But we'll see. Because we still got adductors, and I plan on going pretty fairly heavy on those, bringing out the gym pin. So we'll do 2, see how we feel. If we want another one, we'll throw it in there. I don't think I warmed up enough on these, because if you don't warm up enough on these, your calves feel really like they're about to just cramp up on every rep. That's what I was getting a lot of, but hopefully this set's a little smoother. Now that I also drank water too, maybe I was just dehydrated. Feel a little better. Yeah, towards the end of the sets though, they get really cramped up. I will probably end up doing one more set. Then we'll go upstairs for adductors. Legs are cooked though. Yeah, they're just cramping up too much. We gotta call it quits on calves. Alright, I just warmed up with the stack. Now we're gonna do a plate on the gym pin. Probably for 2 sets. If this goes really light though, we might add on a 25. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, we'll add on some weight. Before I fatigue out. That was perfect weight. All right, I'm gonna get a super low rep count on this final set. Same weight, but I'm just gonna go to failure and then we'll call it wraps for leg day for today. It's been a long one. Reps.
That was a really freaking good leg day. I didn't take any pump formula of any sort. I just drank a normal energy drink, so the pump wasn't nearly as good. But in terms of actual workout, that was a really fucking good lower day, and I'm really happy about it. My phone is literally at like 3%, so I gotta be really quick with this. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate you all tuning in on my fitness journey. And you know, the goal from here on out is to be a lot more consistent with uploads, like I've said, but I know I sound like a broken record because I continually say, hey, we gotta make more videos. And then I just don't. But since I'm feeling a lot healthier physically and everything, you can truly expect me to post a lot more, I promise. I will be doing it because I really do want to get back into it. And coming at this time, there was 2 people the entire time I was here. So this is gonna be the move this time if I want to do like the mic, because I felt really comfortable today doing it with the mic. So if you guys want me to use the mic more, let me know, because I honestly enjoyed it. I think I like it better than voiceovers. But you guys gotta let me know, because at the end of the day, but I can't talk. At the end of the day, I'm making these videos for you guys too, not just for me, but for you guys. So let me know what you guys prefer. This was a great leg day, and I'm gonna record an upper day here really soon, and I'll edit this video and get it out ASAP, hopefully tomorrow. But until then, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.